Alright, who wanna do the intro? I say Nigel, you do that. You ain't never done the intro yet.
I can barely remember the intro.
It's just what's up. It's like a standard intro.
Last one I did was January something. I don't remember what y'all be saying. I don't even know if y'all went with the name y'all chose.
We haven't picked the name yet. I don't think we picked the name.
That first name y'all only was Smooth.
What was the first one?
The one he said Eminem.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know if y'all was giving the name yet.
Yeah, I don't
podcast.
I had POP.
What that was there?
Packed Out Podcast. Yeah, for the Wolfpack. I don't know. We still on that. Just give me an intro. Just say what's up. Hey, look. Come on now. Just hit me with something.
I'll give you an intro. Right. It is Friday, July 14, 2023. we are brought to you here today. Even though I'm here with the Mayer brothers, we are here to discuss some topics going on in the world and just give some opinions on how we view these topics. We got my left hand man.
You ain't gonna introduce me? I gotta introduce myself? Dang, that's nah, I'm just kidding. Sam, y'all should know me. Who man say him?
Got my right hand man.
Big O.
And we got me, just nice. I'm out here guest starring, once again. They had to bring back the guest star.
Scoff. Not true.
That's crazy.
Whatever. So I do want to start off on a more personal note. Bam did take a trip to, where was it? Not Ibiza. It was Greece. It was Greece. Croatia. Talk about Croatia, bro.
Alright.
Because last time we did this, we talked about traveling too.
Yeah.
And it's like a standard thing, especially with us being over here in Europe. You know what I'm saying? So how was Croatia, man?
Croatia was lit, bro. Created a lot of great memories, you know. Got a lot of great food. I was surprised about the food, honestly.
Okay.
It wasn't that expensive. I think it was worth the amount that they charged. So the atmosphere was great. Nightlife was great. The beaches were amazing, and also the islands. So for those that's watching, I highly recommend going to Split, Croatia, specifically Split.
Sweet, that's what's up. That was actually a trip I was supposed to be on, if I'm being honest with you. That was a trip. We had a 4-day weekend. Bam had asked me way beforehand to go. You ain't gotta shake your head like that, man.
Well, let the people know, man. Let the people know. I didn't want it to be a solo trip, but it ended up being a solo trip.
Yeah, that was definitely a trip I was supposed to be on with Bam, but we had already been doing a good bit of traveling beforehand, and honestly, I was just being lazy. But I did promise him the next time we go on a 4-day trip, I'll go with him, and be sure of this. I'm bringing this camera with me. We're gonna take a lot of pictures, hopefully get some videos rolling. Of course, have a great time. Nigel, I know you went somewhere too. Barcelona? What was it?
Barcelona.
It was Barcelona. See, I remember stuff. I remember.
Barcelona. Woo. So I will say this: I drove to Barcelona from Springdale, Germany to Barcelona, Spain. 12-hour drive, 12 to 13-hour drive. I would never again in my life drive to another vacation that is over 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. It's probably, I'll give it maybe 5, just trying to get to Amsterdam because that's an easy drive.
Yeah.
But over 5 hours, I would never ever make that drive. Oh my goodness! I left at 1 a.m. Didn't get there until 2 p.m. Came back, left at like 12, didn't get back in until like 9. Drive was terrible, but Barcelona overall was a good time. My first time getting around like a body of water, beach, and just getting to be by some land of water and everything. It's a good time, beautiful city. Some wild stuff was out there. I probably won't get. I'm not gonna get into the wild stuff that I saw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to them about that off camera because I gotta tell you about what I seen out there. But highlight of the trip, I went on a boat party, and that thing was lit. Beautiful sights. When you're just on the water as the sun is setting, it just was amazing. Barcelona, nothing but I can't remember not one female that didn't top my scale out there in Barcelona. It was amazing.
Okay.
Barcelona was a good time. Never will again drive that long. It was a good time.
Gotcha. All right, we're gonna roll into some more current news. Keke Palmer, you guys are aware of Keke Palmer. She is a female actress. I believe she also does a bit of music, but mainly entertainer. She's on like Saturday Night Lives, things like that. Now, she recently got herself caught up in some controversy. First, I ain't gonna lie, the dress she was wearing was very, very, very revealing. If you guys want to see pictures, I have pictures here. I'll also edit this into the video. Yeah, these very revealing. As you can see on the front end, very revealing, and then on the back end, very revealing, right? Now, this caused a problem for her baby daddy. Now, I don't know if they are in a committed relationship as of now, or if he's simply just a baby daddy and they're doing the whole co-parenting thing. But baby daddy hopped on Twitter, had a problem with it. Essentially said, hey, look, you are a mother. You're supposed to be representing this family. And had an issue with that. Not only that, was she wearing those provocative clothes, she also was dancing with Usher in a provocative manner. I'm talking like booty to private part to private part in a sense. Something that a typical girlfriend probably shouldn't do, right? So first question is, would you let your girl leave with some clothes on like that? Going to an Usher concert or any sort of concert?
All right, we'll start with me. Personally, yes, I'm fine with the clothes that she's wearing. My only dilemma from what she did was the way she carried herself during that concert and when she had the spotlight on her. So it didn't seem like I feel like she, represented herself. I wouldn't say inappropriately, but it's like not in the correct manner of you have a man at home and you also got a baby and you're a mother. So you have to represent yourself accordingly. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't accordingly at all, in my opinion.
Gotcha. Najee, how you feel about it? You let your girl walk out like that?
Yeah, I agree with what Hope said. So clothes, I don't have any problem with that. I feel like as far as like what a female is wearing, there is a line they can cross as far as being too revealing, but there was no issue with like the dress she had on. It's like I'm trying to think how to put it. Like a lot of these superstar celebrities, females, like they do the whole modeling. Some do lingerie modeling, and they get paid to wear stuff like that. And it's like, I don't know. I don't think we should knock them for dressing like that when it's just them trying to like, I don't know,
Get some
show
money.
their body off and like
Get some money.
yeah. As long as they not doing it in a derogatory way or I don't even know, like slutty way. Like as long as it's not like in a nasty way, like there's nothing wrong with that. Like she just going out. She probably put that on. She felt she looked good, body going crazy. But yeah, she the dress had no issue. It was the other part that was the issue for sure.
The other part, like him dancing with her and her dancing with him.
Did you see? Did y'all hear? So I guess Usher had walked by. I don't know if it was the same event, different event, but Usher had walked by Kyle Kuzma.
Yes.
And Winnie Harlow
God.
hopped in his lap.
If I find the video, I'll put it in the
yeah,
video.
like,
but man,
after
I love that.
I
I
don't
thought
blame
that was
her.
a perfect example.
I don't blame her.
I don't know if you've seen the video, Ben, but literally, like, Usher's walking through, let's call it the VIP section, right? Top stars, like you said, Kyle Kuzma, who's, popular NBA player. Literally, he's doing his thing. Points out a girl, right? I'm sure he's unaware that that's Kyle Kuzma's girl.
Oh, he is aware.
Yeah,
He is
they've
aware.
been in a relationship
He is
for a
aware.
minute.
Yeah, Winnie Harlow and Kyle
Miss
Kuzma.
something, you can still
She
miss
got the Winnie Harlow is a very well known.
But mind you, this is VIP, so a lot of females.
Winnie Harlow, do you know who
I
she
don't
got
even know
the?
who
She
is.
has
Well, yeah.
I don't know her skin condition, but she has a skin condition, and she's a well known like. I want to say she does a lot of modeling, but
Yeah.
she's well known because of that skin condition. Like a lot of people know her. I'm pretty sure Usher knew. I mean,
maybe
Usher might be that big of a star, where he just like. Oh,
I'm
who
just
this
assuming
is.
that he didn't know, right? I'm assuming he didn't know, right?
I'm just
pretty
glad
girl,
that she acted the way she did. Because if my wife ain't acting like that, something's
she
wrong.
gotta go.
Hey, that Winnie Harlow. Props to you, damn it. Props to you. That's what I'm.
I know
talking
for
about.
me in the whole Keke Palmer situation, I'm
Would
not.
you let your girl? I was about to say you gonna go into it.
Yeah.
Start with the dress.
I'm not really a fan of my girl having her tail out there like that, having her breast out there like that, if I'm being honest with you, I'm a fan of modesty, a sense of modesty, right? So like you can look good but be modest at the same time. There's going to be revealing clothes for everybody, men and women. There's going to be revealing clothes, so it's up to us to maintain that. What's up?
Let me ask you this: so you on the beach with your shorty? Like she can't wear one of the one bikinis?
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Like even then, like you can also be almost like too revealing. Like there's a sense of revealing where it's like, okay, you're at the beach, I understand that. But there's also like, okay, you could probably wear a bigger sweatsuit or bigger.
What if she got on one of them bikinis, but she got like the little see-through cover-up things?
That's cool. Like I understand that. Like that's your attempt of like trying to.
Well, she trying to tan the whole cheek though. Like she don't want some big tan lines.
What do you think she's trying to get at by doing that? Potentially.
Like, but what if she like is displaying like hella affection for you, making sure everybody know that you heard. She ain't looking at nobody. She give you a little kiss here and there, holding your hand all over you. She doing things to make you not worry.
Right. I think at that point you just got to be content in the relationship and have a level of trust. Which I think by that point I probably would have a level of trust. I'm just saying for me personally, I would rather have it a certain way. If it was that way, I'm not mad at it. Right? I'm just saying I would rather have it a certain way. Mm-hmm. Same thing in Keke Palmer's situation. I'd rather her not step outside looking like that and be as revealing as she is, if I'm being honest with you. But if my girl did, like, that's what she did. Right? That's what she did. As for her dancing with Usher, that's just pure disrespect. Especially if you are in a committed relationship. Again, we're assuming that she's in a committed relationship with dude. Or at least I am at this point. If she's in a committed relationship with dude, like, why you dance? I don't care if it's Usher, Kanye. Like, I don't care if it's Tom, Dick, and Harry. Like, you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You just don't do that out of respect for the relationship. So I'm not a fan of the whole dancing thing. I think we're all on the same page about that. But I do appreciate a sense of modesty in a female to not put her cleavage out there as much, to not have her tailbone literally accessible to anybody's eyes and camera at any moment's notice. You know what I'm saying? Would you appreciate that in a female to not have her, titties and boobs out like that? Or would you do you not care that much? There's just like,
if it was often, then I'm like, you show off a little too much. But every now and then, go ahead and show off. Because, hey, I was in Barcelona, the button-up shirt was unbuttoned, my boy.
Yeah, I feel that.
Ain't nothing you want to flex with, feel good. Like,
as long as you dressing with the correct motive, when you getting dressed and you going out to a dinner or a date with somebody, if your motive is to show everybody what you got in a very revealing way instead of dressing ladylike, then come on, man. It's like your motive is to get attention from everybody instead of, dressing accordingly. Let me give you an example. Uh-huh. You going out to the dinner with your girl, right?
My girl.
And she like, oh, I'm going to wear this tonight. And she got on crop top, see-through crop tops and some pants. See-through crop top, and then the pants you can see through, you know what I mean, and all tight and everything, and like, come on, like stuff like that. Come on, you know that's not appropriate to go on no date. Come on now. So I have no problem with you showing off what you got because I guarantee I'm gonna do the same thing, but.
What does that look like on the man's side to show off what you got? Show off your six pack?
Yes, your six pack, man.
Blazer, no.
Yeah. Showing off the muscles that God gave you.
But with what you just said, so I was like, ESPYs just happened, and then not even ESPYs. The other person I'm gonna thought there's Dua Lipa, but ESPYs just happened, and at these award shows, you pull up with your girl, and they be having like the split dresses where. You can basically see all that, but they look good. You looking good too. And then other thing, Dua Lipa, every now and then she'll wear a dress, or a lot of superstars, female superstars, they'll wear a dress. So like recently, she had on this sparkly dress. It was basically like see through. Like you couldn't really see nothing, but it was see through. Like you could see underwear, whatever she was wearing underneath, and you could see like top and all that. But like they wearing that, but it's just like. I don't think Dua Lipa is like just throwing herself out there like that. She just knows she one of the best looking girls in the world, and like she just dressing like that because She knows she the baddest. And then with the award shows, like they ain't revealing too much, but at the same time you can see a little something on, but it ain't as bad as what Kiki was wearing. But you know they open up a little bit.
I'd argue it's probably worse.
And that's in front of a lot of people too. That's
I'd argue it's probably worse because I believe if I remember correctly with Dua Lipa's dress, you can see her titties.
Yeah.
You can see her nipples.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost worse at that point.
But
like,
she not in a relationship though. I don't think she's in a relationship. But
it's the sense of modesty at the end of the day.
it's her just.
You know
I feel like she knows she one of the baddest females in the world at this moment. That a lot of dudes talk about this and that. Social media popping and she just look good. Like you can't see it all, but like.
It looked good. Don't get me wrong. It probably looked good.
If she was in a relationship, then I feel like it's a little different story. But with the award show though, you in the award show, you got on a dress, split in the middle, this and that. You in front of all these people. Like at the same time, like you and your man looking good. So it's like, how would you feel if you like in that setting? I guess like not the dinner date, but an award show setting. Y'all dressed to impress.
Yeah, I have no insecurities with that. I'm perfectly fine with my woman dressed like that. My only dilemma is how she act. Yeah. If she don't act accordingly, then boom. Then that's when I step in and I say my two cents.
That's fair. Somebody come up to meet y'all and they talking to her first, she better introduce you. Like, just don't let the conversation go on.
If that's her little girlfriend and then she don't introduce me while I'm here, come on now, Diamond. I ain't going like,
you just peep it.
I peep it, yeah. It's a mental note. That's exactly what it is. Because if it was flipped, come on now. If it was flipped.
If the roles were reversed.
Why you ain't introduce me to her? Why you ain't introduce me to him? Do you really love me? Come on, man. Y'all know
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Y'all know how this go. Y'all know exactly how this go.
Nah, I think that's fair. In a sense, we talked about a level of modesty and what we can deal with, right? We're going to switch to a whole different topic that's way beyond clothing. We're talking about clothes are off. Completely off. Absolutely on camera, everything's off, right? Adam 22.
I knew he
Adam 22. Adam 22. My man got married to Lena the Plug. Prior to their marriage, they had been doing this whole, pornography thing. They had a whole podcast called Plug Talk, when they would bring on females. They would do threesomes, after doing the interview and all this crazy jazz, right? Crazy stuff. On camera, they got a kid, the whole nine. Like, that's what they did, right? That's how they made their money. Aside from Plug Talk, Adams 22 has No Jumper, the No Jumper podcast. Now they got married, right? A month later, after their marriage, Lena the Plug, for the first time since them being in a relationship, the first time, shoots a scene, one-on-one scene with a different man. Not just any man, Jason Love. The BBC quote-unquote king. In the industry. I'm calling a spade a spade. I'm calling a spade, right? For the first time, you do this a month after marriage. After y'all tied or not. I think how y'all feel about this for one? Because I'll be honest with you.
Do y'all feel like she trying to test his loyalty, see how much he really love her?
I feel like that industry has like their own like morals and values because there's like I've heard of other married couples like still in the industry and like their wife or their husband continues to do what they do with other people. It's just I feel like they got their own rules and stuff they go by and all this and that. But what she said was crazy. I wrote looked it up and read about it and everything. The quote she said, I was just like, I mean, but I don't know.
Don't let me get into specifics. She said 3 days later she was still hurting.
Oh,
she was hurting through a 3 day period.
I didn't see that. I just saw that she said like she liked it better than with her husband because it was just different. It was a new experience.
It was a new experience.
I didn't see that part though.
It was refreshing. Adam, man, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it.
I couldn't do it.
Why now? That's my question. Why now? A month after marriage, you had all this time to deal with this. Why do you wait till literally a month after you commit your life to this girl for eternity, till death do us part, correct? Like, why do you do this now?
Why did she do the scene with him, or why did she say this stuff?
Here's how it went. She was asking if Adam would be okay with it. And honestly, prior to this, Adam was not. He was airy about it. He didn't want to do it. He was iffy about it. It was bugging him. But something happened. Something switched up with Adam where he's like, listen, she can do this. And the main reason why this happened was for her career. That's the biggest thing Adam's gonna say is for her career. The betterment of her career. We knew it was gonna be big hype. We knew it was gonna make money. Like, why now, after marriage, for money that you don't honestly need? Because Adam's making money. Why now?
Couldn't honestly tell you why now, but honestly, she did have her plan did work. And when it comes to getting the money and the publicity that she knew she was gonna get, she got it for sure, and she's still getting it.
Yeah,
and she's still getting it.
Everybody want to talk to her,
but that's when the morals and beliefs come into play. Because if a man feel like, hey, I'm fine with my woman having sex with another dude, man, that's on him. Me and him couldn't be alike at all. Because it would have been sex tape do his part. Because after that sex tape, you is gone. Found them papers ASAP. I'm not playing with you. So yeah, nah. Yeah, I couldn't. Nah. If I was in them shoes, I wouldn't be in them shoes in the first place. Nah, I couldn't find myself falling in love with someone that has sexual intercourse with somebody else. You know what I mean? On a daily basis, and that's their job. And
I got a story I'm about to tell y'all off camera just to get y'all opinion.
Man.
I couldn't even ask it, but it's got something to do with this topic. I couldn't even do it on camera, but I gotta ask y'all. I gotta remember this one because I gotta get y'all take on what I got to ask.
So how do y'all feel about, like, could you ever see yourself in a polygamy type situation? Threesome?
No. In, like a relationship threesome? Or you talking about like...
I'll paint the picture. I'll paint the picture. Let's say you got a girl, right? She's like, oh, this
girl,
like that's your girl. Y'all been called it locked in for 8 months. Mm-hmm. She's like, let's bring somebody else in.
No.
Girl?
You know why? You know why I'm saying no?
I know why. I would say no.
There you go.
I know why. Why would you say no?
Because you gonna want to flip it around and like, all right, now it's my turn. Let me get somebody else. Hell no.
She was going with the roles reversed.
And plus, it's like I can't I can't fully enjoy knowing I'm like having sexual intercourse with somebody else while my girl is watching me do it. Like, I don't feel like the true love is there, because when I think of sex, I think intimacy. You know what I mean? It's got to be very intimate. You got to mean what you're putting in. So if you don't mean what you're really putting in, are you really putting in that work? No. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that's just how I am personally. And this is how I am. I can't.
I don't blame you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It all depends on how you view sex, right? Some people view sex as just, hey, look, just busting that. You know what I'm saying? Just get my rocks off is what they like to say. But others view sex as like, look, this is literally me embracing my girl or my, whatever partner I got next to me, like, in an intimate way. So they feel affection, they feel love, they feel appreciated. So it all depends on how you view sex. I think they view sex in a completely different way than a lot of the majority of the population. Mm-hmm. Which is different. I think that's why it's like literally popping off to the extent that it is, because most people, like I said, won't do this. Nigel, would you do this?
No. But it's the industry that they're in too, though. Like I feel like
which distorts.
As long as they've been in it, I feel like they know like just how things go, and I feel like it's like a whole lot of stuff that we don't even know. But at the same time, I'm not doing it. Still not doing it.
Yeah, I don't think there's an amount of money that could lead me to literally distort my relationship with my girl. Like, and we're talking about somebody that on a marriage level at this point, right? Yeah, we're not talking about like girlfriend of 8 months. We're talking about marriage.
Yeah, marriage. No, we ain't playing that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about like some girlfriend. Hey, give me $5 billion. Hey, do your thing. I'll break up with her. That's it. Just pay me and then I'll break it up. Yeah. But if we talking marriage, like nah, I'm not doing that. Because a relationship, money can't buy a really good relationship with a girl at the end of the day. at least that's a real relationship where the heart is first and not money and finances and all these aesthetics and all the deteriorating things in life. If you listen,
Brother, it gets harder and harder the way this generation is going. I'll tell you that much.
Why you say that?
Because the money ruling every single thing out here, man. That's all. Listen, that's fine to have that motive to go get that bread, but when it comes to relationships and stuff like that, it's like that's the number one dilemma. You know what I mean? Can my man provide for me financially? That means
that's the problem. Why can't it just be, can my man provide for me?
You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it's harder these days.
They don't even care how you are emotionally, mentally, physically. Oh, he got money? Oh yeah, that's my man. Like, come on, man. But that's listen. I'm not saying that's everybody, but listen, y'all.
It's a good bit around that circle.
It sure enough is.
It's a good bit. Do you think so? Like, could you ever find yourself in a position with a girl like that? Like, let's say she is caring. Like, she checks a lot of the boxes for you, but she does care about your financial state.
Yeah.
Is that like a fair place for a female to be?
She can care about my financial state or making sure that I'm financially stabilized, to support her, and it go both ways. She got to be able to financially stabilize with me as well. That's that whole partnership. When it comes to relationship, it's a partnership. It's not just one person. It's not the other person. It's y'all together. A we. It's never me.
50-50?
50-50? It doesn't. I'm not saying it has to necessarily be 50-50 down the middle financial. No. What I'm saying is, if something do happen, you know what I mean? Does that person have ambitions of being successful? And are they on their way of having that success, or do they already have that success and are financially stable? You know what I mean? You gotta when it comes to finding somebody, you gotta have, line up your morals together. You know what I mean? If they're lining up pretty good, then boom, you gonna stick it out and be like, all right, let's see where this go. You know what I mean? But if it's not lining up from the get-go, then boom, then y'all gonna have some complications, and either y'all work through them and see how much I really will see where it go, or it's just like, nah, this not gonna work out because we have too many differences. My bad. I hope y'all heard that. That was game though. That was game.
No, I think they definitely picked it up, man. Definitely picked it up. What are the biggest things you look for in a relationship now? Especially with females, considering that we live in a generation with females, I won't even say a majority of females think like this, but at least in our circle, there's a lot of females that at least consider that. Maybe not to the extent of like 6 figures, but like to the extent of 80,000, 90,000, driving a car. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you just made me remember. I remember trying to be in a relationship with this one girl, and she came at me and was like, so it does have to do with like the culture she comes from, but she was like, I wanted to be 80-20, you 80, me 20, you work and I just cook, clean, and all the money. She was like, you work, I cook, clean, take care of the kids, I make money too, but my money is just for me. I had never, I was just so baffled. So
all my money for me then. All my money for me. My 80%, 80 for me.
How you gonna feel about all right, my 80% selfish for me?
Come on now, you gonna be selfish with your money, but I can't be selfish with my money. Come on now.
We was having a dinner when I think she told me that, and boy, I just paused in my meal, just like, yo, like, am I really out to dinner with this girl? And she just said this, like, yeah, I was baffled, but. Yeah, just the whole stuff like that. So, like, yeah, it ain't gonna always be 50-50, but 80-20. And then you working and your money go to you. And, boy,
if you gonna be selfish about your money, I'm gonna be selfish about my money. How about that?
I was so baffled. Yeah, but
it stopped.
As far as what I look for in a girl, it's a lot. Tough times is tough out here in the world. Mental health, all this and that. It's a lot. Not saying I want like mental support and somebody that's gonna take care of me and like baby me and all this, but I don't know, somebody who's gonna motivate me, challenge me, help me learn new things, help me reach new heights. who's gonna better me, bring out the best me. I'm gonna bring out the best in her. Like everything I'm saying is 50 or both ways. Not throwing out the percentage thing, but this is like just something that I'm hoping I can get at her. She can get at me, but all of that, basically, yeah, just we both compliment each other and I don't know, keep it exciting. Got to be a good looker, somebody that's motivated. We both in the gym. We not just going. We not stagnant. We not stagnant in life. That's probably the biggest thing for me. We not stagnant in life. We goal chasing. If we do reach our goals, we still trying to do this and that. We always just trying to keep life interesting. We not settled with staying where we at in life. We trying to always level up and make sure that when whoever we bringing into this world, they got a great platform to begin on, and we can give them a good start on life, and they ain't gotta be at the lowest starting point and all this and that. But yeah, that's probably all I can think of off the top, man. I can get real deep into that, but I ain't trying to get too deep into it.
Nah, I appreciate that, man. So, like, considering this whole relationship talk, I want y'all to either agree or disagree with this statement. Y'all ready? Here we go. Love those that love you, but keep a healthy distance. Agree or disagree? Or in the middle?
Nah, that middle option sounded better. That middle option sounded a lot better. I think I'm gonna go with middle. The reason why, cause it depends on the person, but having that healthy distance, either helps develop that what I hear a lot and what I've experienced is like y'all missing each other. You know what I mean? When you're around each other all the time, then you can get like easily tired of each other, seeing each other. It depends on the person or whatnot, but also if you are having that healthy distance, it might not be healthy for the other person. It might be healthy for you, but not for them because they are probably a physical. They have a physical love language, a physical touch love language. So they not touching you or being around you or having that quality time with you, then that can get real toxic.
Yeah, I mean, I know for me personally, like that's my love language. So long distance was my biggest struggle and also my biggest failure in a relationship. Like I've learned that long distance is ain't for me. I tried multiple times. It ain't for me because of that very specific love language. Like I need a hug. You know what I'm saying? I need affection. I need you to be here so I can hold you. So I know that like this is it. Mm-hmm. And the biggest reason, like of course, like we're in the military, right? So there's always the chance of deployments, the chance of TDY for a few months. Like, yeah, that's a real thing, right? But at the end of the day, God willing, we come home. We come home back to the ones that we love the most. With a very specific and determined time. But I found myself in a relationship, or relationships rather, with people where it wasn't a specific determined time, and I wasn't getting that love language. So not only do we have to deal with not having that love language, but we don't know when we're going to receive it. So that was the biggest thing for me. I'm glad you brought that up, though. So agree or disagree, or in the middle, man? Love those that love you, but keep a healthy distance.
I kind of feel both of y'all. I'm like, I guess you could say I'm in the middle. The point he made of you need that distance from each other to help it grow stronger, and like y'all just want each other more, miss each other. I feel like that's something that you do want because I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of like you too. Like I want to talk to you and be around you all the time, but every now and then, everybody, or at least me, I hit that point where I'm like, I'm either at a busy point in my day, or I'm just like, I can't get away from my phone because you keep texting me back so fast, and like I just want to enjoy my TV show, play my game, like
enjoy that personal space.
Give me some time. Like,
can I get my personal time?
You was just texting me all fast. What you doing? Why you all? We just talked all day. Mm-hmm. I like texting you, talking to you all day too, but like, let me get through this TV show. I was the other day trying to watch an episode and watch it, pause, get a text message. Watching it, pause, got a text message. One episode went on for like 40 minutes to an hour. I just couldn't get through it. But yeah, that distance I feel like it's needed. But at the same time, like you, need that, want to be around you as much as I can to a certain extent. Every now and then, you need your space. You get tired of each other. Don't want to get to the point where you get on each other's nerves and all that. But I say I'm in the middle. You need the distance, but at the same time, I need that affection and that love and all that. Yeah.
A healthy balance. A healthy balance is what they call it.
Yeah,
A healthy
that's
balance.
literally like the NLP.
So you was more so you want them around, and you was more so distant.
Nah,
I was in the middle.
I'm in the middle as well.
Too? Okay.
I said healthy balance. A healthy balance, a little bit of both.
Yeah, I'm not really balanced. Was one thing I noticed. Like I'm more leaning towards like, look, I need you around, yo. Like I just do. Like that's just something I thought it was I could balance it without you around, and like
You
right
ain't
now,
never hit that point where like somebody was just, you killing me right now. Like I need my time. Like
I think that's a huge factor. Like I've never hit that point. With
Well, brother. Well, brother. Me and Nigel here have experienced that, and I'm telling you, you gonna want your personal space.
give them too much. They expect it all the time. Like
You gonna want your personal space, and sometimes it be them as well. Because sometimes it could be the man that's always wanting that love and affection, you know what I mean? And they like, I want my personal space, babe. I'm like, and she's like, I respect that, you know what I mean? It's not that you don't love me, it's just the fact that you need your personal space. I respect that. Go ahead, take your personal space. I'm gonna take mine, and then we're gonna get back together, and then we're gonna rekindle everything like it nothing left.
But that sounds like a problem I wish I could run into to have that conversation, but I haven't been able to.
Well,
Like that's something I wish I got my reps in, if you will. Like I wish I was in a position where it's like, look, I'm actually tired of you. Let me see how this new feeling feels like, so I know how to move about it.
okay, if you want to know how to move about it, because this is what I'm saying. You listening to us telling you our experience is gathering wisdom about if this situation might encounter to you. You know what I mean?
I'm learning from y'all for sure.
So if you want to know how to move about it, if you or her, you know what I mean, do get tired, not I would say get tired of each other, but want that personal space and that healthy distance away from each other, the way to move about it is, just being transparent. That's all it is. Because once you let things, get overwhelming or you internalize everything, instead of telling your partner exactly how you feeling, that's when you mess up. So
keep it transparent.
Keep it transparent. So if you feel in a certain type of way, like, hey, babe, I want some personal space, just tell her. You know what I mean? If she take offense to it, she ain't the right one. I tell you that much. I'm being real with you, because the realest one's gonna stay with you when you're the realest to them.
I think it's also like you need to see my heart behind what I say. Sometimes, like I might not say it the best way, but understand, like at the end of the day, my heart's for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The motives might get misperceived.
Yeah,
But it shouldn't. That's when I ain't gonna say it's on the other person that misperceived it, but at the same time, if y'all have that relationship where y'all are very transparent enough to talk to each other, if you misperceived something, or you took something the wrong way, or you took offense to what that person said, say something. That's the issue with people now. They ain't scared to say something. They scared to communicate. It's
most
easy.
people can't answer that like that, man.
What you mean?
Y'all ain't got the best understanding.
So like, say something is the easy answer, right? But there's always consequences, or not always, but sometimes there's consequences.
Ain't the right person.
To you saying
or
something.
y'all just don't know how to. Y'all ain't got the best.
They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to communicate.
But
Don't
it's
think.
not always easy to leave relationships where y'all can't communicate, because you got things like domestic violence, abuse. You got things like that to consider in a relationship that might, have a woman or a man hesitant to want to say something, hesitant to leave. So that's the easy answer, to say something. But for some relationships, there's consequences that are lethal to the person.
Yes.
I feel like those type of relationships, you see red flags and know like that's the type of person you with, and I feel like that, some people can't hide that for a good amount of time, and like take a minute for someone to reveal their true self. But I feel like as far as like abuse and all that and this, I feel like you should be able to. I feel like I would hope that someone can see those flags appearing here and there, and like. Or even like just if eventually like you and your partner, y'all around your friends, or at least one of them can peep out the red flags and let you know like, yo, dog, like just take you off to the side, have a talk with you, like they noticing the flags and letting you know, like, yo, you need to watch out for this, or like you need to like can't keep letting that happen, this and that. Like
that's just a lack of knowledge and a lack of experience. You know what I mean? Because they don't know. You know, a lot of times when people find themselves in those domestic abuse relationships or those type of relationships, they don't really know what they got themselves into, and all they know what to do is turn on that survival mode. And once you turn on that survival mode, then that's all you know, and there's not no love involved in it. All you know is to survive, because you don't want to end up 6 feet under or somewhere in jail. So you know what I mean? That's just, it's sad. It's sad, but that's just, it's just how it is. And once you have to turn on that survival mode in any relationship, when you got a partner, it's no longer no partnership. It should never feel like you have to survive or you're fighting to survive in a relationship. Nah, bro.
Nah, that's fair. I definitely agree with
my
that.
viewpoint on your quote or your statement, I think of it like this: you got two matches, both lit. If y'all around each other all the time, both them flames combining, they gonna burn each other out. They stay too far apart, they both gonna die out eventually. If they stay the perfect distance, they gonna keep each other warm. They ain't gonna burn out too fast. But you just can't be too far apart, too close. You just gonna burn out, or you just gonna die out. The relationship gonna die out.
You either gonna burn out or you gonna die out.
Nah, I mean, that's fair. But then again, like I said, man, I haven't seen it from y'all perspective quite yet. I would like the reps to see it. I wouldn't say reps. I would like the rep to see it.
You never know. You might find that person where it's like anything's possible. You could find that person where y'all want to be around each other and communicating all the time. Like it's just perfect
morals,
match.
yeah, morals align.
You never know, but
you ain't gotta go through that.
From experience,
Yeah, brother.
So, like, talking relationships, right? I guess, what's the difference between compromising and sacrificing?
I feel like sacrificing is you doing it just to see the other person happy, but it's not something that like it's not something that I don't want to say it would make you happy as well. It's just you doing it for them, but it doesn't have any benefit to you. It's not like at some points it's like some things you can compromise on, and it's like you making this compromise, but it's something you really need to compromise on. Like you kind of like, this is really how it's supposed to be. You need to learn that this is how it's supposed to be. Sacrificing is you doing this to make that person happy, but it's not really how it's supposed to be. Like you doing this, and there's a lot of other people who wouldn't make that sacrifice you making. Like you kind of hurting yourself making that sacrifice. Like it's not benefiting the relationship at all for you to make that sacrifice. Compromise, you're not hurting the relationship at all, in my opinion.
A little similarity for both. You are taking a risk of something that might benefit you or hurt you.
I completely agree. As for me, like if I had to answer this question, it's actually opposite of you. So I think sacrificing is something that you do, understanding that the potential not only benefits the person that you're sacrificing for, but it benefits you as well. Compromising is saying, hey, look, I'm going to just do what I got to do, knowing that it's probably not going to be any good for me at the end of the day. I'm going to compromise. I'm going to say, hey, look, you won. You can have everything. I get nothing from it, right? Sacrifice is, hey, look, I'm going to go do this. Not just for the betterment of you, but hopefully with the hopes that I can get something out of it too, just by literally you being present. So I think of it in the opposite perspective.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Reason. Like,
I was gonna go back and say like some sacrifices, like I don't know. I guess kind of like how you said, some sacrifices are needed to be made. Like it's like you might be a hard headed person, but that's like the sacrifice. Like you think it's hurting a relationship, but it's not. But I get the way you put it. I guess I don't know. I might have my definitions a little mixed.
I don't think it's like a necessarily like. Of course, you got the by the book definition, but then we're humans. We live life. There's things that like change definition called reality. You know what I'm saying? So the way we view compromising and sacrificing is super subjective, depending on like person to person, relationship to relationship, for sure. I want to switch over to something more fun for both of us, or for all of us. I'm so used to like doing a podcast with just my brother. I ain't gonna lie, that's what's both of us. But yeah, now we're gonna do a artist v artist. Almost in like a versus kind of
I saw
style.
it.
You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to pick.
I feel like it's an easy answer.
I don't know if this one's gonna be an easy answer.
I
Drake
did my
v. Lil
research.
Wayne.
Oh, you did. Yeah, I thought you was going off what you showed us.
No, we gonna get there, but we're gonna start a little different. Drake v. Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Is there an option to drink?
So we'll add that element to it. Shout out to Drake Champs. This is something they do, little game mode, if you will, that they do in their podcast. So either drink if you can't pick, or you pick your artist and give you a reason why.
Yeah.
So as for me, I'm picking Drake. You said
Why Drake? Oh,
you said Lil Wayne, right?
Lil Wayne created Drake.
No, he did not. Lil Wayne did not create
Lil
Drake.
Wayne birthed Drake's
No,
career.
he didn't. If anything, you can argue Birdman did before Lil Wayne.
What?
Birdman
Birthed Lil Wayne,
That's what I'm saying. And
but Lil Wayne created Drake.
I don't think Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne discovered Drake.
I
Did he
don't-
not? Did he not? Did he?
I don't
What? Yes, he
He
did.
discovered Drake.
He put him on. He put Drake on. He put Nicki
Young
Minaj
Money.
on. He put both of them on.
Maybe I'm off, but like as far as
That's why I took a
Without
shot,
Lil
y'all.
Wayne, there would be no
It's
Drake.
not-
Without Lil Wayne, there would be no
This
Drake.
is-
I
Without
would,
Lil
I
Wayne,
would
there.
say the influence, yeah, but you can go a list of artists. There would be no Drake.
Drake probably would have got discovered, but to be discovered by Lil Wayne,
I mean, that's,
he had so much. He had so much
but
resources
that's-
to
but
get
that's
into
like
the game.
For a popularity thing, if you get discovered by Lil Wayne, that boosts your popularity. But if we're talking, like,
I'm just saying, Lil
arts,
Wayne he's at the top of the game. He has all these connects. Lil Wayne was able to put Drake on to whatever he wanted to be.
But we're just talking artistry, like body of work, complete body of work. Lil Wayne v. Drake. I'm taking Drake.
I get what you're saying, but without Lil Wayne, there would be no Drake.
Cool body of work. Drake.
Name an album of Drake's that's comparing to the Carter 3.
Scorpio.
What the? Scorpio.
I should take a shot at that.
What the?
I don't know. I just think Drake. I mean,
You
Drake's
could have
like,
said.
man,
You should have said take care of anything.
take care. I mean,
Scorpio compared to the Carter 3.
maybe I need to listen to the Carter 3 again. But like,
When the Carter 3 dropped,
I wasn't there. Come on, bro. When it dropped, I didn't even know who like the Carter 3 was.
Well, brother, that's why I took my shot. I'm not saying I'm not educated when it comes to this. I just know that
Scorpio
this-
out of all of them,
you can't compete.
if you just said take care, I want to take the shot.
There's no competition with them. There's no competition with them. Ain't no competition with them, man. They both the goats in what they do.
They're both amazing artists. I just think
Without Lil Wayne, there'd be no Drake.
Huh? Say it again. Say it with your chest.
Without Lil Wayne, there'd be no Drake. The microphone heard me.
Yeah.
Without Lil Wayne, there'd be no Drake.
All right. Well, we'll just agree to disagree. Gucci Mane or Meek Mill? Gucci Mane or Meek Mill? Mind you, I thought of these myself. I didn't even watch
This is not
the drink
this is not
tips.
a bad one.
Gucci Mane or Meek Mill? I tell you, when I did this one, I said I'm gonna have to drink.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to drink on this one.
Just
I can't
off of
pick.
personal preference, I gotta go with Meek Mill. Gucci is like, I like Gucci. You know, he got his bangers, but I've listened to way more Meek Mill than Gucci. Like Meek Mill mixtape era, I just listened to more of his mixtapes than Gucci's. And then he went beyond the mixtape era. I kept listening to Meek Mill. Gucci be dropping stuff, but I don't know. He had you gotta search through his album to find which one is the good track. Meek Mill's been like that as of lately, but
What you
early.
What?
What? Name a recent Gucci album where you.
We're talking total body of work, bro. So
I'm saying I'm just speaking of recently as right now. Like
you
recently,
say the same thing for Meek.
I was just saying,
So
yeah.
I think they're both on the same playing field at this point.
I
We're
can't
talking total body of work
name
argument?
I can't name a Gucci album where I was like I can't even name a good Gucci album. Off the top of my head, I'm not gonna lie. It's just me personally. I've listened to more Meek Mill.
To each his own. To each his own. Kanye West or Jay-Z?
Kanye West. Me, that's another personal one. I've tried to become a Jay-Z fan. I've tried to listen to Jay-Z's music. It just don't. He got tracks that hit for me, but his earlier stuff, I just don't get the hype on it. I don't like. Maybe I'm not listening to what. Maybe I'm not hearing his lyrics, but Graduation. Oh,
I mean, I know Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Oh, whoa.
I know that one was good. That was a great album.
Graduation.
That was great. You can literally argue Donda was great too.
You could have said 808 Heartbeats. You said, what'd you say? What did you just say?
Dark Twisted Fantasy.
That is
It was a good album. It was a good album.
Probably like 4th, 5th, 6th on his list.
Jay-Z for sure.
Why?
The reason why, I'm not saying that it's like, you know, Kanye is falling way low below Jay-Z. No. It's very close. This decision wasn't easy, but Jay-Z, and I'm going to tell you exactly why I'm picking Jay-Z.
You made me have to ask my college roommates. One of them is a big Kanye fan, so I got to see they respond.
Jay-Z is one of the best, or is the best MCs to ever be in the game. Yes, Kanye could produce. Yes, Kanye can, rap.
Kanye is a genius.
But when it comes to the best MC to ever be in the game and also produce and also rap, that's the difference between Kanye and Jay-Z. Kanye can't MC like Jay-Z. I'm not saying it's far off, but Jay-Z is a different breed now. Is a different breed. And I keep telling y'all better listen. Y'all better listen.
You didn't say that, bro. You did not say that. Kanye can't MC like Jay-Z.
Oh, hold on. Look. Oh, wait. What is MC? I ain't gonna cap. What do you mean when you say MC?
You know what an MC is?
No. I got an idea, but like I just want to make sure I'm following along.
Same page type. Break it down, man.
I'll break it down.
There might be some people like, what's an MC?
You're right. An MC, the pure definition of an MC, in the dictionary, I'm not lying to you.
Webster's.
It says. Why you laughing?
He's about to put that funk on that definition.
It's a hey, what's Jay-Z first name?
Sean Carter.
Sean Jay-Z MF Carter. Man. That's what it say in the definition of dictionary for MC. I'm not lying to you, bro. The way he brought that MC part to the game, bro.
I don't know what you mean when you
say MC, bro. When you got you the man on the mic.
When you just a rapper or like somebody on the microphone, a performer.
When you the influential, when you're putting it down, man. Putting it down.
Kanye got Jay-Z beat.
No.
Kanye got Jay-Z beat on that one. Jay-Z be up there rapping with his old blend that Sean Carter. Kanye West bring that energy. He gets you, bro. This one of the recent albums where he had the choir and all that. Jay-Z bring Kanye West bring the energy.
Jay-Z can buy that whole choir.
I bet he could. Kanye West, he has some hard times, some mental issues.
He lost so many endorsements. He can't even feed his babies no more.
Who?
No way. I'm just playing.
Kim Kardashian or Beyonce? Parents wise. I'm picking Beyonce just because Kim Kardashian messes up careers and lives.
Does she really though?
What? Her whole family.
You talking right now?
Her whole family, except for the one who was married to Travis Barker.
Kardashian really mess up careers?
She don't mess up careers, but you know what she been through? She gonna mess up your career. Because let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Her family some career killers.
Listen. The way that she represent herself, right? from an early age. Yes, don't let your past affect your present. But you want things you just can't let go, and that's gonna be her baby daddy, Kanye West. And also the sex tape that's out there. Also the family.
Beyonce ain't ever did nothing like that.
Also the family. And my main dilemma is drama, man. I don't do that drama. It's way too much drama on that Kardashian side than that
They some career
side.
killers. They
that
some career
side,
killers.
that Beyonce side. So guess what I'm doing? I'm going to Beyonce.
They some career killers.
And I guarantee she won't be
Except
no
for the
single lady
one
with
married
me.
to Travis Barker. I ain't never heard nothing bad about her.
Yeah, Pete Davidson didn't last long at all.
No, I'm
You know-
talking about the one married to Travis
The
Barker.
Courtney?
She the only one I ain't never heard nothing bad about.
Yeah. But she's
Never
still
heard.
struggling. She looked a mess.
But she got a good relationship. You know?
Yeah, she got a good relationship.
Married.
She looked.
I ain't never heard
boy,
nothing.
oh
You know,
boy.
Travis Barker, good
Y'all
dude,
go
she
look at
good
her.
girl.
Y'all go look at her.
Rest of them, you know,
I don't know if she
She's not
look.
ugly, but
they go through
y'all
the
go look at her.
rappers, NBA players, all that. They going through them.
Chloe,
Stay clear of
Chloe,
them.
Kylie, them two.
I'm pretty sure they briefing NBA rookies like, stay away,
And they ain't listening.
stay away.
And they ain't listening. You want to know? Let's bring up another topic. Y'all know who ain't listening?
Zion.
Zion
Zion.
ain't listening at all. Boy, oh boy. I seen one interview. That man Zion was like, yeah, when you get so much money, man, you know, it's just hard to keep that discipline.
Out of all the porn stars, he went with one that I ain't ever heard of. Never heard of her a day in my life. I think she got fake. Zion,
She
what
got
you
fake
doing?
everything, brother.
What's
She
up
got
with these
fake
South
everything.
Carolina hoopers, man?
And I don't know. They love guns and they love buns. They love guns and they love buns. So, I mean, hey.
Hey, I'm be honest with you. With that whole Zion thing, I think he's living a fantasy. Like let's be real, bro. He's living a dream with basketball, but he's living a sexual fantasy.
And that fantasy
it's
will
going
lead him to being broke.
He about to get.
He'll be broke out
Head
the
for
NBA,
child support.
Child support.
He not
you
gonna-
name
That
it.
porn star don't make
You
no
already
money.
seen that
I
porn
ain't
star
never
trying to
heard
get him
her.
to pay him $1 million for the damn sex tape that he leaked. Come on now for revenge porn.
You know she
Come
not
on,
getting.
man.
Have you ever heard the porn star he did all this stuff with?
I've heard of her.
I ain't never.
Mariah
She ain't making
Mills.
no money.
Mariah
She ain't
Mills,
making
yeah,
no
I've
money
heard
on the hub. God damn it. Ain't nobody ever pulled her name up.
I mean, she got like over 1 million followers on Twitter. So like, it's a good
I
population.
mean, you a
No one-
porn star, you know, but I
mean,
Googled
even
and seen
porn
what
stars,
she
they
looked
don't-
like. The rap was fake. I was just like, you could have did better, Zion.
Like I said, he was living a sexual fantasy.
He thought he was on GTA. That's all it was. He thought he was on GTA.
terrible.
Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this one right here. I've been thinking about you since high
He should've been using
school.
a burner account.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
He don't never use a burner. He been caught on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter,
Snapchat was
everything you can name it. That boy been fiending for some plays since I don't know
Hey,
when.
but on a different note, I was just looking on my phone. I guess they a little worried about Zion right now. He posted on his Instagram story one of Biggie's songs, and it was like, I want to say it was the suicidal song. And he was like, he posted these lyrics, and a lot of people was worried about him right now. I just happened to see this like right before we started this, and I was just like, he might be going through it.
He definitely listen. If he is going through it, then I ain't gonna say it makes sense, but you gotta understand the pressure that he has amongst him, and him going through that whole social media adversary or adversity with people giving him publicity for messing with the sex, the porn star, and then having a baby with another porn star. You know what I mean? Stripper, my bad. Porn star.
Going outside.
You know that then all that stuff is getting put on, and he just don't know how to handle it properly. You know what I mean? Because all this is new. Him getting money.
Coach K coulda did
him
better.
being in the NBA. Him getting all this attention from people. All this is new, and he hasn't been educated. And he's going off. He's reacting instead of thinking on how to move from step to step.
I'm gonna say this. I just thought about it, and I wasn't gonna say this. To me, it's funny. Out of all the players that come through Duke, the one who didn't fit the whole Duke narrative and just the type of players they're bringing, the appearance that the players have in, Brandon Ingram. tatted up. You know, he just don't even look like a Duke player no more. And he ain't out here fucking up. Zion, he looked like a Duke player, and it's just like it's the one that I thought didn't fit the Duke narrative at all, who's still having a decent career versus Zion.
I mean, you got to think the hype behind Brandon Ingram did not compare to any extent as Zion.
I would have. I'm talking about Brandon Ingram how I shouldn't be, you know, being very stereotypical. But I didn't think he was going. I could have seen him getting in more trouble. I don't know, just judging him off his appearance. I ain't gonna lie, but I could have seen him getting in more trouble than what Zion is right now.
I would say the difference, because the more attention means the more capability you have to do something stupid.
I feel like
do something out of the ordinary.
I feel like Brandon Ingram is a chill, laid back dude at the same. But I do remember one time, I think it was Rondo spit on Chris Paul. Brandon Ingram was ready to go. He was ready to go. I was like, oh, he got that hood in him. But at the same time, I feel like he's a chill dude. That's why he ain't out here in the mix like Zion and all that. But yeah, I could have seen, after seeing him square get ready to go, I thought, boy, this Brandon Ingram was a scrapper. He about to go get us some Dukes in this damn league. But he steady career, slowly building up. He gonna be around longer than Zion.
B.I.?
Yeah.
We'll see. I doubt it. I think, honestly, kind of cap. Like,
Zion might be a bust coming soon.
Honestly, just to end this whole Zion thing, I'll be real with you. Zion, like this whole stunt of him running through this. Wow, damn. Him running through this whole situation with the porn star and the stripper and having a baby with a stripper. Like, this is all literally just a phase. And next thing you know, he'll be back on the court being Zion. It happens with a lot of NBA players where they go through this motion of like, oh, look at what he's doing off the court. Now what? Is he going to play next year? Or is the team going to... The team's not going to cut him because he had a baby with a porn star. Nobody's going to cut him off of that. That's it. Maybe it tarnishes his image a little bit, but the team's not going to cut him. He's too big of an asset. He's too big of a potential. The Pelicans are not cutting him. When he was on the floor, bro, they were the number one team. Statistically, they were the number one team in their conference when he was on the floor. They're not going to cut him. They're not going to let a porn star cut them from being number one in the West or whatever conference they're in. They're not going to do it.
Okay. I hope to see him get back to being
same way Memphis ain't going to let Ja and a gun stop them from, bringing him back on the court.
Nah.
Because if it really mattered to them that much, he wouldn't be on the team right now. If it mattered that much, but it's too much money
trying
invested.
their best not to crucify that boy. Boy, it's crazy how they doing him, but how they did my boy Kyrie. It's unbelievable.
Kyrie's still on the floor.
Kyrie just shared his opinion. This man got
Ja
Morant waving the gat.
He shared a link. It was more than just an opinion. It was a link to a documentary that was deemed to be anti-Semitic. Here's my thing with the Kyrie situation. You got to be very careful on what you post.
Yeah, kind of like Kanye.
And that's everybody across the league. You got to be very careful what you post, especially with the platform Kyrie had. He had more of the influence.
I talked to you about this.
There's a lot of people in the league.
It's the Nike thing. Nike is holding on to Ja by the skin of their teeth, and they was quick to kick Kyrie to the curb. And that's just like, dang, Nike, I love y'all.
He signed a deal with the
I saw
shoe company.
Anta or whatever.
Yep, Anta.
I just couldn't believe they did him like that. Then it's the way they holding on to Ja. Like I don't want to see Ja lose his Nike contract.
It's so much money you already invested. You made so much money off the shoe.
You can keep somebody on your team waving that gun on social media multiple times after they already got in trouble for it.
Like I said, it's just a phase.
Kick somebody for an opinion.
They're gonna treat this like it's a phase and see how he performs next year.
He do it a third time. What Nike gonna do then?
They're gonna cut him. I promise you they're gonna.
And then Nike gonna look goofy, and I'm gonna be like, I got.
They will take their chances to make millions and billions of dollars off of one guy. They will do it. This is a big corporation we're talking about. They lost their chance with Zion because he signed with Jordan, so they're losing a good bit of money with that. Who's the next big name? Wemby? You think Wemby's gonna sign with Nike? Nah, he's probably gonna go.
He with Nike.
Is he?
Yeah, he with Nike.
I thought he went.
He got drafted. Nike dropped the video instantly. My bad. Alien freak. Boy, they dropped that video.
Like 7'4".
They dropped that video with the quickness, but What's the next? We got any more artists? Can we get back?
Yeah,
to
we
the
got artists. We got artists. All right, so
I was liking the artist thing.
next artist, Rod Wave or Lil Baby.
Little baby.
Oh.
Little baby. Come on. Little baby.
Rod Wave or Lil Baby.
Little baby. Little baby.
I relate with Rod Wave. I relate with Rod Wave, right? Or man.
I don't know about that one, bro. Why you say Lil Baby? Let me hear your explanation. Maybe that'll sway me. Maybe that'll sway me.
I'm a Broadway fan for sure, but come on now, Lil Baby changed the game. I would say slightly more than Rod Wave. You know, when it comes to this rap stuff or what this rap career, the Rap Nation had a turn, or the dynamic changed so much when Lil Baby came into the game, bro. You know what I mean? Freestyle. One freestyle we paid. All these songs this dude done. It changed the game, brother. And I just feel like it's slightly more than Rod Wave.
Nah.
That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
That's a fair opinion. I just
Both
think we've
equally.
had the whole genuine rapper, right? We've had the freestyle type rappers around.
Baby's a different breed, though.
He's a different. Don't get me wrong. He's different in a sense, but he relates a lot to what we already had. Rod Wave did not relate a lot to what we had. One, you got a fat guy who could sing his butt off, but he wasn't really just singing. He was rapping.
What his weight got to do with anything?
I'm just saying. We always acknowledge the fat guys because they fat. They don't get love no more. Rick Ross, we knew Rick Ross because one, he was fat, but he could rap, and he was black, and he had a beard, and he was tatted, literally all over. That's one way. If you want to, who's Rick Ross? Oh, the fat black guy with a bald head with a beard.
We can't just
He's a
recognize
rapper
Rod Wave for relating to the people.
Everybody, look, he can relate to the people, but we gotta identify what he looked like because I think that plays a factor. Your image is everything.
So if he was skinny, you wouldn't listen to him?
I still would, but I would tell you it's a skinny black guy who sings and raps at the same time.
Oh, what weight got to do with it?
It's who you look like. It's what you look like.
So if he was buff, would you still listen to him?
I would say it's the buff black guy who sings and raps.
What did his weight got to do with his lyrics?
Bro, I'm just saying, I'm painting a picture of what he looked like. Cause we
Who don't know Rod Wave?
You never know. You never know who don't know Rod. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, a reason why I think Rod Wave is so much better than Baby is because I won't even say so much. So much is a stretch. But the reason why I put Rod over Lil Baby is because he's doing something it's not necessarily what we've seen. At least to this level, this degree. When you go to a Lil Baby concert, you hear the standard, hey, they rap lyric for lyric. But when you go to a Rod Wave concert, the man doesn't even need to pick up his mic. Everybody's singing his track.
In the
Bar
July,
for
new
bar,
Rod
word
Wave
for
album.
word, they're not even, like, you don't need to pick up the mic, Rod.
You know what's coming at the end of July, right?
I don't.
New Rod Wave album.
And I bet it will hit harder than a new Lil Baby album.
Looking at this man.
I'm putting this on camera. I bet a new Rod Wave album will look better. Bro, let me get this out. I bet a new Rod Wave album will slap harder than a new Lil Baby album.
I took a drink on this debate.
I bet that.
I ain't gonna go that far now.
I bet a case.
They both is
I
new
bet a
generation.
case of cuts.
That's
I
another.
bet a case of cuts.
That's another case.
Who's
Then
that one?
yeah, you wanna lose?
We gonna see.
Little Baby, just people.
You ain't saying nothing.
That,
There
he don't
are-
need to say it because he knows Lil Baby gonna win that for sure.
There are-
Lil Baby selling.
There are
204
more people in the world that listen to Lil Baby than Rod. More different cultures in the world that listen to Lil Baby than Rod Wave.
I'd agree.
So his
I'm-
album gonna do better than Rod Wave's for sure.
But like,
So you gonna
when
lose
I
that
said
bet.
that, I meant in a personal sense. Like, we gonna appreciate Rod's album and enjoy Rod's album more than Lil Baby's at the end of the day.
And it's gonna become subjective, brother. This is
This whole conversation's been subjective. So
yes,
it ain't
but
no
you don't
different
want
than
you don't
what
want to
we've
bet on
talking.
something that's gonna be subjective.
Why not?
Cause
It's
right
his
now it's 2
opinions.
against 1. Yeah,
It's
it's
just
2.
opinions at that point. Like,
Yeah, you
well,
want
we going
something
off
factual.
numbers?
You
I'm
want-
taking my chances.
If we going off numbers, I still don't think you got any chance.
Thank you.
Numbers, of course not. I don't think I have a chance.
Then why you
But I'm
bet?
going off y'all heart. I'm
But
trusting
at the
that
end
y'all
of the
not
day,
going bull.
Lil Baby has dropped albums where I haven't wholeheartedly been like, this is a like whole album is a banger. But like he has a lot that are.
But now that's how I'm taking my chance. Because I feel like it's a potential that you're like, man, I'm listening to this Rod Wave album a whole lot than this Lil Baby album.
We gonna see.
That's what I'm saying. I bet a case on that.
I
Case-
can't
case
remember.
cuts.
I think Rod Wave always releases albums around fall and winter. He always on some depressed months.
December.
It's a summer Rod Wave album. We gonna see what he on.
Always sad. Let me stop.
Hey, he put out a song, last sad song. He said it on the song. This is my last sad song. Let's see what he on. Let's give him.
I think Rod gonna change again. I
He's
mean, I
still-
think he's already
still
changed
gonna be
his game.
sad. He's still gonna be sad.
probably
But I'ma
is
still
sad.
listen.
I don't.
I'ma
He probably
still
is still.
listen. I'ma still listen.
I don't see Rod and Sad not being in the same room.
That was still.
It doesn't make sense.
He was the girl
Girl of my dreams. You look like the girl of mine. You look like the girl of mine. You look like the girl
Nah,
of my
nah, you
dreams.
is rapping some Lil Baby songs like that, but he not Lil Baby not touching the soul like that.
You look like the girl of mine. She look like the girl of mine. Sing it, Bam. She look like the girl.
Y'all almost
You
dropped
ain't
my
never,
mic.
you ain't
I
never
almost
sang
dropped
no
my
Rod
mic.
Wave song like that before.
She look like the girl of
You ain't
mine.
never sang
He
no
wanna
Rod
sing-
Wave
he
song
wanna
like that
sing with me,
before.
bro. He wants to say, she look like the
Rod
girl
Wave
of
ain't never hit
mine.
you like that before.
She look like the girl of my dreams.
You can't tell me Rod Wave ain't never came on. You was
She look
like,
the girl
damn,
of
these lyrics
mine.
is relatable.
She look like the girl of
I think this joint came out 2018, 2019. We paid.
Cold December.
You can relate to that more than Rod Wave.
I can relate to one. I'm just going off my
Make
memories
signals,
with that
make
song.
signals.
Everywhere we went, we played, we paid. They know we played, we paid. That was the first song and the last song from the car ride. First song of the party and the last song of the party, and probably the middle song of the party too.
Maybe freestyle.
No, they played it. No, I'm talking about 2019. 2017, 2018, yes.
I know. I was about to say I know freestyle word for word.
Yeah.
I don't know we paid word for word.
I don't know freestyle word for word.
Freestyle, come
I
on.
disappointed
It's like
in you.
finito.
I'm sorry.
You just
Don't know it.
It just happens naturally. You just shout out my just me on it with the beat. It just happens
Yep,
naturally.
I don't know all the words for that one.
What's the next artist?
Next artist, y'all pick the next one.
The list you had was some
It
good
was pretty
ones.
good. Y'all like the y'all
I'm
like
waiting
the
to
list I
get to
got?
that. I'm waiting to get to that last one that you sent us.
Alright.
'Cause
Alright.
it was easy with me on that one.
Let's get top. That's an easy one.
Easy. Especially that last group you threw on there. Who the fuck is this?
All right. Charlie Wilson or the Isley Brothers. Now, caveat, we're going to incorporate Charlie Wilson and the Gap Band together.
Oh, okay.
So those two are like one and the same. Because you
said
literally
that's
hear
easy?
just Charlie Wilson. How is that easy?
The Isley Brothers. The Isley Brothers. The Isley Brothers.
I'll go to Isley Brothers.
Charlie Wilson is still around nowadays. And, you know,
The originator.
love Charlie Wilson for still being around nowadays. And his features, his recent features, they some bangers. But the Isley Brothers,
The originators.
the Isley Brothers.
Isley Brothers, the originators. So you gotta give it to the originators first. You gotta give the flowers to the originators, and then
You can
give
get
it to Charlie.
flowers but still prefer somebody else.
That's fine too, but I mean, you
I
know.
appreciate Charlie Wilson for still being around and
They're
featuring
both
on.
the same age. And Charlie Wilson is
But
doing more.
when is the last time you heard Isley Brothers release a recent song?
I'll tell you the last time I saw Charlie Wilson, Tiny S.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. He's still around.
Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
I'm saying I appreciate him for still being around, but even the Isley Brothers old stuff is topping his recent stuff.
Nah, I disagree. I mean, I think they're both so like similar. They're very, very similar. They both provide the same vibe at a cookout. You play the Ozzy Brothers and then you play the Gap Band. You're gonna you on the same plane.
You going with Charlie Wilson now?
Bro, you're so split. It's literally.
You even on them now.
I ain't gonna lie.
Ozzy Brothers.
I'm gonna drink on that one. But like, they're so split, in my opinion. I just think right now, Charlie Wilson's more relevant.
Yeah.
Way more relevant than Ozzy
But the
Brothers.
Ozzy Brothers got all time, forever, no going away classics.
You could say the same with the Gap Band and Charlie Wilson.
I listened to the Gap Band and I was just like, what the hell is this?
What do you mean, bro? I literally outstanding.
One.
But good to go to go to boom.
Name another.
Girl, you knock me out. My heart is yearning for
Never
your
heard this one before.
love. What?
Never heard that
Can't
one.
keep running in and out of my life.
That's two.
Can't keep running in and out of my life.
Any more?
How many I got a name to
For what? Charlie Wilson?
Isaac Brothers, I was
Gap Band?
going down their list and I was
You
like,
said
I know that one, I know that one, I know that one, I know that one.
And then,
You dropped the bomb on me.
Nah.
Baby.
I know Charlie Wilson's songs by himself.
yeah, Humpin'.
Bro, Humpin'? Have you heard Humpin'?
Yeah.
I know most of Charlie Wilson's songs where he was by himself.
Oh, well.
The
Which is
Gap
fair, like,
Band,
I'm not
I know
mad at
them
that.
2 songs you name, but other than that, I probably don't.
The Gap Band got a few classics. They do.
I knew all of the Ozzy Brothers' top listed songs that I went down on.
I had to drink on it. I ain't gonna lie, cause those two are they're too close.
I thought it was gonna be an easy
Too
answer
close.
for everybody. I guess not.
Nah, not at all.
I
I
guess
think
everyone-
I think it's cause we know more of the Gap
I
Band.
guess
music
everyone
than
doesn't
you.
have a good music taste like me.
You don't even know some songs from Gap Band, so you are not part of the argument. All you hear is the cookout songs from Isley Brothers, and then you go from there, and all the samples that you hear from the Isley Brothers. Come on now, you need to educate yourself with some music, brother. It's a split decision, if we being honest.
It's hard to have good music taste.
It's
these
literally
days.
2v1, so you're the minority in the room.
This man chose Jay-Z over Kanye West.
And I am standing on that.
We
And
not-
I guarantee you, like, comment, and subscribe, and put in the comments who you got, Jay-Z or Kanye West. And I guarantee you I can get more votes than you. Guarantee.
Graduation.
Guarantee. I
Graduation.
don't agree. I'll take Drake over.
Well, let's
oh,
go.
excuse me. I'll take
Graduation.
Kanye over Jay-Z.
All right, and both y'all gonna have to owe me a case of Cutwater.
Graduation.
And it's fine.
My man.
Late registration.
Ooh, that was a banger. That was a banger. That was a banger.
I need you to post this. I'm repost it, and I want everybody
Bro,
to like, comment, subscribe, and then put it under who you got, Jay-Z or Kanye.
it's gonna be Kanye.
For sure.
It's gonna be Kanye.
Easy.
You gotta put that out there, man. It's gonna be Kanye. All right, let's talk the future. Anybody got any more artists they want to talk about? Any more artists?
None I can think of. That list.
Yeah.
The list was nice.
Any more artists? All right, cool. Now, Bam, I asked Bam, hey, look, is there anything you want to talk about? Anything specific? He said he wants to talk the future of 3 things: the future of Call of Duty, the NBA, and the NFL. Where do we want to start? I know I want to start with the NBA. It seems like the hot topic. Summer League in Vegas. They got the new ball, the new sphere with all types of stuff that they're displaying on the sphere for NBA Summer League. I think we should start there. Wembanyama started his game. Started his first game on Summer League. What was it, like less than 10 points? I think he got. Came out second game, 20 plus points. What do you think about him?
He got them jitters out the second game. That's all it was. I'm proud of him too. That shows perseverance and that determination to show the world exactly who he is. Because you could have easily let the social media and everybody else, the naysayers, get in your ear, but he refused to let that happen. So that shows some type of perseverance against adversity.
I got pushback, but go ahead now. Let me see what you got to say.
Exactly like he said. He had that first game. You see all over social media, they was dogging him like he's a bust. He's not gonna be it. But
He too
that
tall.
second game came out, quieted all the doubters. He still got some doubters out there. Like I don't know why after that second game stat line he put up, but I think he'll be straight. It's I don't know. Don't want to call myself like. It's people who try and like call the game of basketball who don't know it, and like I ain't gonna say I know the game of basketball, but it was simple things like him hitting like pulling up and just hitting simple mid-range jumpers wide open. That seemed like an easy shot, but you wide open, no one around you. That's a shot you gotta hit. Like you not supposed to miss that, and he was hitting those like big man that tall pulling up. Hitting them easy jumpers, that's some confidence. That's just you got that in you. Like you just pulling up, easy. That's not that open shot is not an easy shot to hit. Like unless you some Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, like especially coming in the league after your first performance, your second game you come out, you knocking down them wide open shots in front of that big crowd. He gonna be straight. He gonna be something scary to come soon.
Yeah, I mean
He got
Coach Pac. Which is great. I think that's great for his career. Like, that was probably the biggest takeaway for me. Like, you're with Pop, bro.
Yeah.
He done went through the winning phase with
Tim Duncan, David Robinson.
Parker.
He's
you know
next.
What I'm saying? He's been through the Manu Ginobili phase. Kawhi Leonard, even. Like, let's talk Kawhi Leonard if we want to. He had to implement him to a phase that was already working. As a top-tier player, Kawhi was top-tier on a top-tier team. You know what I'm saying? But here's my thing. Wembanyama is not going to a winning team, unlike Kawhi. He's not. Spurs were literally nothing to talk about last year. Nothing. So, one, if we're expecting the Spurs to start winning because of Wemby, I think those are false expectations. Second, we're talking about the Summer League, right? Not to discredit the Summer League. Dudes out there in the Summer League are balling. They're doing their thing. They're trying to make the team. They're trying to get a contract. They're trying to make sure they're still relevant. I get that. But because of all those things, they're playing a lot of 1v1 ball. They're not playing a lot of team ball that you would see in the standard NBA game where you're communicating, switching, having those defensive moves that could deal with a person like Wembanyama. Simply because of the mentality, hey, look, I'm trying to get a contract versus... Hey, I'm in the NBA. I'm playing on the Saturday nights and Friday nights. I'm getting paid after this game.
He gonna be just like Giannis. Wait till he put some meat on his bones.
Here's my pushback. Giannis is not going to be an easy challenge. Jokic is not going to be an easy challenge.
Wait till he gets some meat on his bones.
Hold on. Embiid is not going to be an easy challenge.
For sure.
For not just this year, but I think he's not going to be an easy challenge for 3 to 4 years down the line. And here's why. You keep talking about he going to put meat on his bones. We don't see that typically with people.
Even if he
Hold
don't.
on. We don't see that.
But hold on.
Hey, Nigel Harris, let me finish. We don't see that typically with people of his stature at all. I'll give you a prime example. People said the same thing about who we spoke of earlier.
Chet Holmgren.
Not even him. Brandon Ingram. Because remember, Brandon Ingram was super skinny coming out of college. And they were saying the same thing.
Whoa.
Hold on.
No.
They were saying the same thing. Put some meat on your bones, right? You a little too skinny. You long. Don't get me wrong. You long.
Wemby is
hold on.
freakishly. Embiid, Jokic, none of them are shooting over him, even with this skinny stature.
I can't finish, brother. I'm just trying to finish.
Is Embiid hitting a fadeaway over Wemby with that wingspan?
No one's hitting a fadeaway over Wemby. I will give you
So
that.
how's he not locking them up?
But here's my thing. You beat Wemby off for one move and you scoring a bucket. Because of his size. His recovery is 10 times harder because you're 7'3", 7'4".
Defensive rookie of the year.
Agile, even as Jokic.
Defensive rookie of the year.
Even as Embiid, you're not as agile. Don't get me
He gonna
started.
throw up some crazy stat lines
Don't
with
get
the
me started about
blocks.
the Giannis Antetokounmpo because you're not as agile as them, bro. You're not.
his wingspan is.
Which is ridiculous. So here's why I embrace.
You can beat him. It don't matter. He gonna come from behind and.
Here's my thing. Maybe.
I can't wait.
But that's the entire game. The whole game is a maybe. We're talking about a game of maybe. Well, literally, that's basketball.
His coach is gonna get him so he gonna be ready.
I hope so.
His coach.
But you gotta think.
You really think his coach ain't gonna make sure he ready?
We have never seen somebody of his stature play the way that he plays.
And he got the best coach to make sure his stature.
So we think. You're talking about a coach that hadn't even dealt with somebody that big, with that skill level.
Tim Duncan
was not doing what Wemby did at all.
David Robinson, big muscular
David
Marine.
Robinson can shoot from the three? No.
If anybody,
no.
Name anybody to take on the job. Name who's the best. Name the top 3 people the best to take on this job.
No matter who I pick, it's no good of an answer.
Pop,
no matter
Coach
who I
K.
pick.
That's the third one.
So
up,
what?
Up in the
They
air,
don't. Nobody has ever dealt with somebody like Wemby.
Giving him the knowledge
So they're
of the game.
bound to get it wrong. On the first try, you're bound to get it wrong. Which is why I feel bad.
Did Giannis get it right out the back? No.
Here's the thing.
He's got. I give him 3 to 4 years.
Giannis was not nothing new.
Who was out here like Giannis?
There was definitely
Who?
There was definitely big stature guys who could move the floor and play a little paint game.
Who?
He wasn't. Giannis was not.
Who?
Giannis was not a 3-point shooter, right? Giannis was barely, if that, a mid-range shooter. So his whole game was derived of the paint. The only significance was that he was 6'11/16, give him what you want. But he could move.
You said Giannis wasn't the first of his type. Who was before him?
I don't think he was the first of his type.
Who was before him?
KD came before Giannis.
KD moved. They played way.
KD was more
games.
lethal than Giannis.
They played entirely different games.
Yeah, because if I had a 3-2, I would play different. But Giannis didn't have that.
They
right?
just not
right
the
or
same
right.
person.
Right or right. Like,
they the same build, but they're not it's not the same skill set. You coaching 2 different type of players.
Back to the point. Wembanyama, like I said, is a freakish talent that must be seen. Has a lot of potential. But he's a first. And firsts aren't typically dealt the right hand. That's all I'm saying.
LeBron James?
LeBron wasn't a first.
What?
You had the Kobe's in life. You had the Kobe that came before LeBron.
Kobe and MJ, okay. But
No.
LeBron, who?
Kobe
LeBron,
is-
you compare LeBron to
Kobe came straight out of high school like LeBron.
You could compare
Arguably with
playing
more
style.
hype than LeBron.
Playing style.
Playing style is different.
You could compare LeBron to Pippen, maybe Dennis Rodman. It's
Kobe.
Who was doing it at LeBron's level with his playing style?
Kobe,
the first.
Kobe's the one to argue with LeBron if we're talking about like
playing
day
style
one.
wise.
Playing style is way different. I'm not arguing.
How
playing
can you
style.
compare them then?
I'm comparing literally their careers together. Kobe's the only one you can argue with. Maybe MJ that you can argue with LeBron. Kobe and MJ.
It's so many different scenarios you can throw me in.
Was a different era.
And it's just, you need me a clutch shot, picking Kobe. You need me somebody to start my franchise, picking LeBron. It's just like, it just.
Why not start with Kobe though? You saw
LeBron
they started with Kobe for his franchise, and you see where they went.
You see they
They
had to get
picked up
Shaq. You see they had to get
All
Shaq.
right, so LeBron had D Wade, Chris Bosh. He had to
How
pay for
far
that
down
money.
his career? LeBron,
Nah, stop
2003,
it.
2006. He
Stop
took
it,
a
bro.
group of bums to the finals. Kobe wasn't doing
I
that.
wouldn't say that.
Kobe wouldn't have took that team to the finals. I don't care what nobody said.
I think they-
LeBron was
Kobe
filling the
can.
whole
I think
stat
Kobe
sheet.
can.
Kobe had the points. LeBron had the rebounds, the steals, the block, the assists.
That's disrespectful.
Kobe was
That's
a
disrespectful.
scorer.
That's
He had some
disrespectful.
defensive stats, but he wasn't filling that hole.
That's disrespectful.
Kobe wouldn't have took that
As I stated,
David
that's
West,
as I-
Delonte West,
Disrespectful.
Mo Williams, Daniel Boobie Gibson, Danielle Marshall, Drew Gooden. Kobe not taking them to the finals.
We're
At
acting,
the
we're acting
age-
like we're acting
At
like
the age LeBron was when he did that, Kobe was airballing.
We're acting like Drew Gooden wasn't a relevant asset to a team. Monte Ellis.
Who the fuck was Drew Gooden at that point?
He was young, athletic,
Drew
and
Gooden?
a big man. Yes, he was. We're not gonna act like Drew Gooden was a scrub. Bro.
Maybe Zydrunas Ilgauskas? That's what you mean?
He was
to
still
say?
good.
That was the main big man.
Drew Gooden played. What I'm getting at.
Drew Gooden was
on.
half
Drew
and half
Gooden
bench.
played his part, bro, as a
was-
role player.
He was half and half on the bench.
Oh my gosh, I can't even finish. Ilgauskas, we know who Ilgauskas was.
The main big man.
Yes, Drew Gooden coming off the bench was still relevant. It wasn't like he was a scrub. It's a reason why he stayed in the league years after because he was still relevant beyond the Cavs.
Hell no. Where did he go after the Cavs? Where did he go after the Cavs?
Bulls. He went to the Bulls.
For how long?
I don't know. He was,
Not long after, because
can we
LeBron
consider
wasn't
the fact
there.
You went anywhere if you was that irrelevant.
Udonis Haslem.
He's
That's
still with
a
the Heat.
longevity career right there.
No. Why you bring him up? He's not even a fair comparison. Like you,
They both power forwards.
They didn't do as much.
They
I
both
would say,
power
I would literally
forwards.
say I would say Drew Gooden did more than Udonis Haslem.
Whoa.
Because the last 5 to 7 years, Udonis Haslem has been just a replica for the Miami Heat. If we're being
Udonis
honest.
Haslem did way more than Drew Gooden.
No, I disagree. I completely disagree.
It was
I
the reason
completely-
he's still here right now.
Yeah,
There's
because he's an
nobody-
emblem for the Miami Heat, and that's it.
There is nobody that emulates LeBron's game, and the person that emulates Kobe game is Michael Jordan. Listen, and there's nobody that emulates Kevin Durant's game, and there's nobody that emulates Giannis Antetokounmpo game. There's nobody that emulates Nikola Jokic, and there's nobody that emulates Shaq. And the closest to Shaq might be Dwight Howard. But other than that, Shaq was more dominant than Dwight Howard in the
You're
paint.
bringing up something so irrelevant that is crazy. Like, nobody was talking about emulation.
What we're saying,
We're talking. I'm talking about career to career. Emulation is a different argument.
All right. Let me say this. All right, if you want to talk about career to career, there's nobody in the NBA that's touching LeBron James career wise.
Currently,
In the
In-
whole game,
and
in
ever.
the whole game, ever.
somebody would argue MJ.
No,
Two different playing
No,
styles.
it's not. It don't got to be playing style. Who's the number one scorer? Who is the number 2 in assists? Who is top 10 in steals? He is top 10 in every
let's-
category
how about-
you
let's
name,
do it.
brother.
Let's do it.
Listen, no, you listen, brother. He is top 10 in every category you can name in the game.
How about we do this, man? Everybody just take a woosah.
You need to listen.
Everybody just, you know what I'm saying? Relax. Because one, y'all acting like I don't agree with y'all for one. I do agree that, look, it's LeBron James. He's my number one GOAT. But if there was somebody next to LeBron James, who would it be in your opinion? Let's keep it a buck. It's either Kareem or MJ. What? What do you mean what? Is that not fair?
Close to them in what terms? In what terms?
We're talking numbers. We're talking point score. We're talking rings. We're talking influence on team even. Kareem changed the Lakers game. He kept the Lakers relevant after Larry West.
Okay, yeah.
He was the
Influence
Lakers
on the whole
for how
team.
many years?
Influence on the whole team. Okay, yeah. But
Sure, he
other
was
than
Milwaukee
that,
for a little bit.
other
but
than that, I don't know. They all three got different playing styles. They all three impacted the game in different ways.
nobody's arguing it. You'll never get an argument out of me. But we're putting comparisons up, right? Are we not putting comparisons up? Somebody's got to compare to
I
LeBron.
agree with you. I just wanted to, make sure you knew, they all impacted the game in different ways.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in for the podcast. Honestly, I never do this, but I really appreciate this talk with y'all. So dope. I really share this. This is a conversation you won't really get from a lot of people with regards to transparency. So share this with some friends. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We had some audio issues at the beginning of the podcast. Fault on me, human error. I forgot to press the record button for the mics, but we worked through that. Was able to have a backup, but we're good to go. So again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. We honestly appreciate you guys watching. We got Nazu in the building. Bam in the building. Who man Sam in the building. We'll see y'all in the next video.